Welcome back to my channel, you guys. It's your girl Chinchilla. Thanks for returning to my channel, and if you're new here, remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm here in my PJs because I'm inside, obviously. Since I already are telling them my business for YouTube, might as well just go all out and just dish it all. Coming on a secret. I'm here to talk about my very first experience with weed. I just want to say this is not a promotion for substance use. This is just me. This is not a promotion at all. This is just me doing a story time about my experience with the good old Mary Jane. Yeah, if you're any at all interested in hearing what I have to say, thumbs up the video. Yeah, thumbs it up. Or I'm not telling a story time. So yeah, thumbs up the video. Alright, so since you already thumbs up the video and you subscribe to the channel, now we can get into the video. So I do have some tea. This is not hot tea. This is Arizona green tea, iced tea. I know sometimes you're talking and then your mouth get dry. Yeah. Oh, you like my pajamas? This is my Christmas pajamas. I'm home, by the way. So yeah, in my bedroom. You know, all up in my business. So back in the day when I was about 17, I had a boyfriend. At the time he was 21. He was older than me. And me being 17, I wasn't underage, because in Jamaica the age of consent is 16 or was 16. I don't know what age it is at this point in time. So I was in 5th form. I was about to graduate. Kids, if you're watching, I did graduate from high school, just to put that out there so no one say, you know, it's not a game thing. Anyways, I met this guy, and that was the first boyfriend I ever had, like real boyfriend. We were together for a really long time. In love, all of that, broke heart, real boyfriend. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. So I remember I live close by the beach, right? So my house is like walking distance from the beach. So I used to have some friends. I used to have white friends, and they lived directly on the beach, like around the road. We call it round the road. So they used to live like around another side of my community. It was the same area, but it was another side. But they lived directly on the beach side, like them backyard was the beach, right? So sometimes I would go by their house and we would have bonfires on the beach. Like on weekends I would go by them and they would have bonfires, and they smoked. And it was okay. Their parents allowed it. They would smoke cigarette, them would smoke weed. On weekends they would have friends come over, stuff like that, and I would hang out with them. But the thing is this, me never know what me I do when me I smoke. Me used to just puff and blow, puff and blow, right? So me think me was a big smoker. And then at the time, honestly, I wanted to be cool. Peer pressure is a hell of a thing. Yeah, I wanted to be cool. Smoking wasn't something that intrigued me, even though it wasn't something that was hidden from me growing up. I don't know if anybody grandmother used to smoke, but my grandmother was a smoker. She smoked cigarette hard. She passed away the other day, by the way. May her soul rest in peace. Craveny and Mataran. No, Craveny and Mataran in Jamaica. My granny used to smoke Craveny very hard. When we used to young, she used to say, Chin, go like this for me. I used to go, I used to light the cigarette. I used to take a little puff. You get me? Here and there. So cigarette and smoking wasn't anything that was new to me. Weed wasn't something that was hidden from me. I was exposed to it. I know what it looked like. I know what it smelled like from a really young age. So like I said, I used to hang out with my friends and I would just puff and blow, and me think me was a big smoker. So then when I met my boyfriend, we used to do things on the weekends, like go to the strip club. In Jamaica there was a club named Pally Royal. If you're from Jamaica, you know what me I talk. Pally Royal at the time, it wasn't even like a strip club, it was more like a nightclub. The only thing is that there were strippers in the club, but it was almost like a nightclub, yeah? So we used to go to Pally Royal on the weekends. I remember one night in particular, you know, I wanted to seem cool. So I was like, you can't tell me nothing about weed. Me a big smoker, you know, me smoke with my friend them, blah blah blah. He was like, you know, smoke nothing, man. Puffing and blowing is not smoking. So I was like, of course, me smoke and me never get high yet. Him said, then that I no smoke. You get me? So I say, yeah, I smoke with my friend them. You know, me a brag and boast about my friend them on the beach say, we always smoke and we always burn weed and things like that. So I remember the night in particular, him say, alright then cool, we're in a New Kingston. Him say, I'm gonna get some weed and roll it up. Roll it up and Guinness. If you know, you know about the weed and the Guinness. The weed and the Guinness is not a baby thing, brethren. Weed and Guinness is not a baby thing. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you don't know me. So, anyways, I remember him roll up, and buy a Guinness and say, alright then, we're gonna smoke. So we know the car and thing, and I remember him give me the weed and him said to me, say, yo, pull it. But you see when you pull it, don't puff it and blow it. Pull it and suck it in. When him say suck it in, it mean like, one time you take a pull, you go and make it lick your heavens. You know them style there? You see me? So you have to burn it and you have to go, you see me? Don't just, no, you have to smoke it and then you have to suck it in. Anyway, I'm there with the split from a smoke it and me, take a one puff and then me blow it out. Blow it out. You get me? So anyway, I don't know how much of the weed I smoke, but I know I smoke some of the weed. And when I say I smoke it, I really smoke it this time. I not talk about puff and blow status. I talk about real smoke. He might teach me now how to smoke. Seeing that me's a big smoker, yeah, and me a brag and boast and I walk around and tell people say me's a smoker. Yeah, he might show me now say this is the way how you smoke. And then you can tell me say you're a smoker. We were in New Kingston at the time and then we were heading home. When we were heading home, I think I was about, where, if you're from Jamaica, you know the east side. Even if you're not from the east side, you must know Mineral Bath. I think we reach right there because like I said, I live in the east side of Jamaica, like you got Harbor View. If you visit Jamaica, you know where Harbor View is because you have to go to Harbor View to go to the airport. So by the time we reach a Mineral Bath, the only thing me feel is my body going through the car seat. Like literally I was seeping through the car seat. So I start hold my composure. I say no man, I don't feel so. But I not say nothing. All me know say at one point me start get sexual with him. He was driving and I was kissing him all over and rubbing him and touching him and doing the things them that a girlfriend is supposed to be doing. When I got really sexual, I remember I feel my body still I go through the seat. So I go over back and I say no man, something not feel right. I think we were at 7 miles at this point. 7 miles Bull Bay. And I remember when we reached 7 miles Bull Bay, I turned to him. His name is gonna be M. And I was like, M, I can't feel my body. Like I feel like my body is going through the seat. It was like, be calm man of the weed. So then I was like touching my hand. You know like when TV get grainy, that black and white grain, let us see if I find a picture of it somewhere on the screen and put it. That's how my hand feel, like grains. I can't feel my hand. It's like I'm touching my hand and my hand is going through my arm. Like I can't feel nothing. I just feel like say my body feel like it grainy, like just grains all over my body. Never start spaz yet. But still I try figure out what's going on with me. Because the thing with weed is not like it make you forget anything. It's just paranoia at its finest. It just elevate. Whatever you feel, it elevate it. I don't really know at the time that I was like an anxious person. So all of my feelings were being heightened. And that's when between me and you and him, I say a white light. And when I see the white light, I turn to him and I say, I hate this, you know. I hate this. Tell my mother and my father say I love them. Because Jesus a come for me. And I see the white light and I go towards the white light. I see the white light, I see the white light, and I hate this, I go now, I go. At the time, I don't know how me end up in the car back, but at the back seat me in a. Because I can't feel myself in the front seat no more, so I'm going in the back seat. And when me in the back seat, remember he's driving, he has to be driving to bring me home. And I don't think I was gonna be at my house that night, because honestly, it would have been a different ball game if him did carry me home that night there. So he had to carry me to his house. Me start to spaz at this point, because listen to me, I see a white light and I'm going towards it. I see Jesus and I'm going towards Jesus. There is a white light. I never forget that shiny white light, and I was going towards the white light. So tell my mother and my father, say me love them. I gone, me gone. Because me can't feel my body, and Jesus a call me, and a death for me I go. Start spaz. Like literally start spaz. Him have to hold me down and try. Good thing say him never did a smoke. I just me did a smoke. Anyway, I don't know what happened, but we reach home at his house. All me know, me not see the white light no more. Me just start get very sexual with him. Like the party rated R. After that go talk about it, because sometimes my mother watch my videos, so we're gonna just leave out the party. But me know say I go out with some things that night there. I don't know when I came down after that eye, but me know say that eye transfer into horniness. Yeah? So I don't know what happened. I remember I slept it off the night, and in the morning I still felt like grains in me. Like I still couldn't feel my body. My body was still grainy all over. Like my seeing now, you know, but I still can't feel. Like it's like I'm touching myself now and I'm feeling it. I couldn't feel my body. Like seriously, I don't know what happened, but I just couldn't feel. It's like just grains running all over me. Anyways, I went home the next day. So I never seemed feel like a week. I remember though, in the midst of all of this, I remember of me not feeling my body and everything. I never say to anybody, because this was the first time I've ever experienced anything like that. So I never say to anybody. I couldn't say it to anybody because I'm not supposed to be doing that. So anyway, there was this guy who owned a barber shop where I live. We call him Funny Man. And he used to do my eyebrows, right? So I remember the day I went to the barber shop and I was explaining to Funny Man that, yo, I smoke and I can't feel my body. He was the only one I told, and I was like, yo, I literally feel like grain in my skin right now as we speak. Like I cannot feel my body. So he was like, yo, Chin, bone and spliff. I say, yo, Funny Man, you know, hear when I say, brethren, I cannot feel my body. Man say, yo, Chin, bone and spliff. And the only way you're gonna get rid of it. And then man, they experience weed smokers, right? So it was like, yo, bone and spliff, man. Yeah, man, just bone and spliff. And that's what I did. To be honest, that's what I did. Him said, Chin, when you smoke the next spliff there, you're not gonna feel that way there anymore. Bone and spliff. You get me? And like, I smoked after that and I never felt that way ever again. Like that was my first high. You get me? And trust me, it was an experience. It's not a nice one. It's not a nice one, and I'm telling you, if you have never done it, don't do it. We're in a period right now where a lot of kids are, you know, suffering from heightened feelings, and I would suggest to you, even though sometimes people say that it helps with depression, it doesn't. It just heightens the feelings. You get me? Or it give you a little. Alright, so for example, if you're an experienced smoker who does it all the time, then probably it will give you a mellow feeling, it will bring you down. But if you are not an experienced smoker and you go ahead and you smoke, it's gonna heighten whatever you're feeling, and if you're not able to control it, you might even end up killing yourself. Like, you never know. I don't know what the obsession is with God and weed, but me can tell you, say every time I smoke a spliff, because after that I went on my own at about 21, then I started to smoke a lot of weed. Zin, and I'm speaking from my experience point of view. Yeah, weed is something that I love. Anybody can tell you my mother ball every day, nah, stop smoke, ray. Weed is something that I love. Weed is something that whenever I smoke it, I'm so spiritually heightened, where the only thing I want to do is read my Bible and just be in like a spiritual realm. That's what it does for me. I don't know what the connection with weed and the spiritual world is. I don't know if anybody else out there have experienced it, but that's where it takes me whenever I smoke. My last boyfriend 4 years ago, or maybe was it 4 years, maybe about that, he was a real pothead, and we dated for like 3 years. And I remember he was the one who put me on to grabber. There was a point in my life where I couldn't smoke a spliff unless it really hot, like hot grabber. Yeah, first thing I do when I wake up, after I eat, after I had lunch, in the evening, last thing I do at night. Like, I couldn't focus without marijuana. I love the taste of it, I love the smell of it, I love the way how it made me feel. And how I stopped, because I did stop. Move here 2014 was another experience with weed, and it was a bad one, where the weed in Jamaica, I think it's naturally grown from like real earth, you know, because it has that texture, it has that taste. You know, some weed they can taste like dirt in it. So in Jamaica it have that, I don't know, it to me it have that earthiness about it. I remember coming here and somebody used to supply me with weed, and when I used to cut it up, I realized that the weed, it never had any seed in it. It was just like you cut it up and it just powdery. I still used to smoke it, but I remember one time I was home, well, I was staying with my mom, and I went into the bathroom like myself because she was at work. I roll a blunt and I smoke it, and I got so paranoid where I was doing stuff like this. I was doing this, like I couldn't come down. I was just prancing back and forth, washing my hands, like I was just hallucinating. Like I felt like someone was coming to get me, you know. And I'm telling you, this is after I've pretty much settled into weed smoking, where it became an addiction for me. Yeah, and then I came to the United States and tried a different type of weed, and trust me, it wasn't a good feeling. That's not the high that I'm used to. When I smoke my weed back in Jamaica, I'm in like a different realm. Like I'm so calm, cool, connected, so observant, so spiritual, all of that shit. But that weed that I smoked when I came here, it made me paranoid, like paranoia. I felt like the walls were closing in. I felt like someone was coming to kill me. I was washing my hand, I was pulling out my hair, I was like, and there wasn't anyone home. I was there by myself. And I remember I called my friend Shauna in Jamaica at the time, and I was like, yo, Shauna, I don't feel good. And she was like, you're good, man, you're good, I grade. And I said, Shauna, no, this not real. It not make me feel like when born weed at Jamaica. I'm a smoke, my been a smoke high grade a yard. As I came down, but I was up too fast and I came down from that high too fast. And that's why I stopped smoking. Because I felt like No, I'm not supposed to feel that way when I smoke weed. That wasn't weed. I don't know what that was, but I never liked how it made me feel, and that's why I quit. And from that day, yeah, I don't really, because I live here now, and I guess that's the type of weed that they have available here, and I don't intend on feeling like that anymore. So I decided to quit. Yeah, and that's my weed story. So I still love weed, I still love marijuana dear to my heart. I'm gonna say it's not something that I'm gonna say that I would never do again, to be honest, because I really do love it. But for now, it's been going on to 4 years for me, and I've been clean. And I used to smoke cigarette too, but it was just because it was a substance, it was like a substitute for weed when I couldn't get it. So yeah, that's basically my weed story. The first time I ever smoked and my journey of stopping. So yeah, I hope you guys like the story. That's my story time. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it was informative. I hope it was entertaining. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's your girl Chinchilla, and yeah, don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. Bye, guys.
That's all, folks.